The earth and the human being are in greater danger than the human being realizes. From the first time I saw a Homo erectus hit the person who had the fire on the head with a stick to steal it, I saw that things had started very badly. The one who had the fire did not want to share it out of selfishness, and they were not able to mediate to share it, so the solution was to smash the fire over the head and steal it. The solution would be to share the fire, which happened not out of kindness or camaraderie or simply to help others. It happened when they began to save and conserve it and eventually learn how to do it. The history of fire in the kitchen dates back thousands of years when the first hominids discovered its usefulness for roasting food, especially meat and fish. But it took thousands of years of fighting and death until that happened. It is estimated that it was around the year 500,000 BC. When fire was first discovered, in the sense that it was managed to be domesticated, taking advantage of a burning branch after a fire and then maintaining and preserving it. I say this because we are still like that. The best weapon that human beings have is knowledge, and the powerful throughout history have realized this, and that is why they try to ensure that ignorance prevails, and they are the ones who have been in charge of limiting education and many times misinform. That is why we have to try to improve education, but I fear we are losing the fight. As almost everyone knows, when they distribute the budget watermelon, education always gets the smallest piece. That's a well-established scheme. And it is not only the fault of those powerful people but also of ourselves who have transformed us into little lambs and say it to our face with that saying of the lambs of God. The internet is a wonderful weapon, but it is very poorly used, and little lambs fall into that trap. The most viewed popular networks, the superficial content, the stupidity of people to use it only to feed each other's the very important popularity. The gossip, the happy and very dangerous ego, and many other reasons. It is extremely difficult to make one of these information channels work. As dictators and not-so-dictators say, you have to give the people bread and circus. It is true that there are many educational channels, but if you look closely, the most viewed are those that publish superficialities. That the king did this, that the president is a thief, that the other is a pedophile, and so on. Of course we need fun, but everyday humans pay more attention to networks that publish stupid things, and we are eating worse. Not long ago, people wanted to study, and now what they teach us is to be different but in the wrong way. As they say, what do you eat that with? The educated human respects other races and lifestyles, me too, but everything has already become an absurd circus of respecting everyone regardless of their behavior, supported by another group of imbeciles who, as I said, are interested in lack of culture. The brutalization and degradation of the human being. Blue is blue, the tree is a tree, the lion is a lion, and unfortunately the lamb, meek and submissive, is us. And now with the excuses of racism. Which I'm not. Saying there isn't any, the man who is a woman and the woman who is a man, the one who considers himself a dog and wants to behave like one, or the one who say that roosters rape chickens and stops telling the garbage people come to with. There are more and more of those things and fewer scientists, teachers, honest lawyers, and other professionals. Just look at who has the most views. Cooking, how to use software or networks, music, and so on are very good channels that use the space to educate and do not really have the views they should. I particularly see the disinterest in my channel, not that I care much, but what I do care about is educating, and that is what I am trying to do, but if I am honest, I don't think I will achieve it, which I don't care much about either. I feel good trying to spread what I should in order to educate. I'm just starting out in this, and I realize that I will never be able to spread my knowledge to many people as I would like to. This is a topic that unfortunately has no end, and trying to explain it would take longer than it took to control and tame the fire. And as long as those powerful people feed this madness, much less so. Forgive me for leaving you here with so much to talk and discuss about. But it is impossible to expose everything that should be presented in such a short time. But don't worry, this is just a beginning. If the channel continues, we will continue talking about this and many more topics that are of vital importance for that wonderful utopian better world. As always, I hope for your support and help so that this channel lasts and we can try to educate human beings. And please leave your comments.